Let me show you how to achieve this stunning picture in Photoshop. Before the end of this video, you should be able to do something like this yourself. So to gain access to the file, click on the Telegram link down in the video description. So the files and loads more files are there. So with no further ado, let's jump into action. So the first thing you need to do is to duplicate your background layer by clicking on Ctrl J if you're using a MacBook, Command J. So the next thing, just name your subject layer, subject. This is actually not necessary, but just for you to know the layer you're working on. So now the next thing we need to do is to separate our subject from the background. So to do that right now, I'll be using my object selection tool, which is right over here. I'm going to do what? I'm going to scroll over my subject like this and wait for it to do selection for me. So now I have my picture selected and it's actually accurate. So the next thing I'll do right now is to do what? Right click on it, I'll go to feather. Under feather, I'll be using 2 as my radius. And I'm going to click on OK. Next thing I have to do right now is to max it up. So that being said, right now we don't need much thing to do. The first thing we need to do is to start bringing in the background we use. So I'll bring in the first background I'm going to use right now. I'll go to my file manager. Under file manager, I will bring in the backdrop. So here's the first background I'll be using over here. I'm going to drag it straight into Photoshop, right? So I'll wait for it to load up. This background was custom made by me, so that's the reason why it does not have a footer area. So you can actually retain the footer area we have in our picture before. So I'm going to expand it to fuse the entire document the way I want it to be. So now I'll click on OK. But the issue we're having right now is it's above my subject layer. So come down to the layer over here and I'll drag it below it. Can you see what it gives to us right now? It's very nice. So I'll do what? I'll Ctrl T on it and I'm going to readjust it and drag it up a little bit more. I'll click on OK. So the next thing I'll do right now is to match this color. I will turn this gray color to the green color of this background over here. To do that is very simple. I'm going to click directly below the background I just brought in, which is my background layer. I'll click on it, then I'll go to my adjustment layer. Under it, I'm going to do what? Click on my hue and saturation. Wait for it to load up. Then I'm going to click on what? Colorize, right? The moment I click on colorize, it actually gave me a default color to start with. So I'm just going to be switching the color. It's going to give me what I want. As you can see right now, I think it's giving me something very nice. I'll come to the lightness. I'm going to bring it down. I'm going to twist it a bit more. Can you see right now? We actually got something similar. Here's the before of it, here's the after. That being said, so now let's jump straight to the smoke effect. So add the smoke effect right now. So I think the smoke effect is very easy. So I already have it downloaded on my file, as you can see right now. Just have to drag it into Photoshop. Wait for it to load up. So I'm going to drag it above the background we brought in earlier on. So here's the smoke effect. Let's Ctrl T on it and let's expand it till it fills the entire document like this, right? Click on OK. But right now, the moment we brought it in, it actually did what? It came in with its own background, which is not supposed to be so. So we are supposed to do what? Have it as a transparent background. But since it actually came with a background, we have to work with it like that. So all you just need to do right now is do what? Change the blend mode from normal, right? Bring it down to screen. Can you see what happened right now? It actually filled just the white area, it removed the black. So assuming the smoke is black and the background is white, use multiply to actually bring it back. So now the moment you apply the smoke, it actually applies just on the back alone, and it won't be that realistic if it's not applying on our subject. So to make it apply on our subject right now, Ctrl J on it once more, right? Which is the smoke. So drag the smoke above your subject right now. So the moment you drag it above your subject, right click on it and do what? Go to create clipping marks. Click on it. So that it's going to apply on our subject face. So the moment it actually applied right now, all I just need to do right now is to do what? Create a mask on it and clean off some area which is like the face. I'll do what? I'll pick my brush, make sure the colors are black, and I'm going to clean off like the face, some part of the body, but not almost everything, just a little bit, so that it's going to blend in perfectly. Something like this right now. And we're good to go. The next thing we just need to do right now is to color grade an image and I'll call it a day. So I'll be using one of my favorite color grading lots. I'll go to my adjustment layer. Under my adjustment layer, I'm going to go to color lookup. Under color lookup, I'm going to click on load 3D lots and I'm going to load it up right now, as you can see. So I'm going to pick the lots. So I'm going to pick the lots which I'll be using, which is my Mela chocolate. So I'm going to click on it, click on open, and boom, it's going to give me a low light vibe, but it's too much for my liking right now. What I just need to do right now is to bring down the opacity till I see it. and I'm good to go. So don't forget to follow for more educating videos like this. Reflex out. So in case you're interested in getting any of my picture editing file, from my overlays down to my color lookup, which is my lot file, so you just have to scroll down to your video. So under the comment, this is my description. So it's not going to load the description for you. You just have to click on show more, click on it. So it's going to show all the options. Once it does that, just click on my store link. So here's my store link. Once you click on it, it's going to take you directly to my store. So you can actually select any file you want. From the color lookup, this is a light skin LUTs. This is a feather which I use in my recent video. This is 100 premium baby overlays. This is my first video course. This video course entails on how to download all the files I want. The site I use in downloading all my files free of charge, including my Photoshop panels also. This includes my PNG files. This includes all my packs, all my picture editing files, my premium overlay, my PNG, my flying fabrics, my color lookup, my presets. So once you buy this, you've already bought everything apart from this one. So here is my flying fabrics. Here is my, in case you want to give me any project for me to work on. Here's my color lookup. Here is my background overlay, and here is my presets file. So in case you're interested in buying anyone, you can actually go for them. The good news there is that you can actually buy your own currency, any currency of your choice. You can buy with any currency of your choice.